Yes, people, we are live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of United Team Talk. It is Leicester 2, Manchester United 2. I don't know how to feel about this game, man. It's a bit gutting. I'm going to ask the question, is this, I can't say it's a point gained or 2 points dropped, but yeah, man, I want to start with you. Obviously, your face don't look too happy there, but yeah, man, 2-2 draw. So what's your thoughts on the game?
To me, it's 2 points lost. If we're trying to win the league, if we're trying to challenge for the league, like you got to win these type of games. So, I saw the team, didn't agree with it. I was thinking, why is Lindelof playing right back? Why is James playing on the right? And the game starts and we have a good start. Rashford misses the header. Like you need to score that. Maybe the game could have changed differently. A good start, and then we could have scored another. But he misses the chance. Then he redeems himself. We get the goal now, and then at the other end, like I don't know why Bruno lost the ball there. Like you do not lose the ball in that area. And also Scott as well. I don't know. He had a terrible game. He had a terrible game.
That defending was.
I don't know.
It was like he was socially distancing before the guy. What was that, fam?
Yeah, that goal should never. Like we got the ball. Now it's time for us to go and attack, and then we give the ball away straight away. And then it's 1-1, and then
obviously the boy comes on. Edison.
I'm not even gonna say too much because I believe he should be starting, but that's why I said when you don't start, there's something missing. Like, was there any crosses in the box like today in the area for anyone to win headers apart from Rashford? No, that we always try to play through the middle. That's what I'm saying.
And he was going to do the crossing though, Luke Shaw or Lindelof.
That's another thing. The decision. Why is he playing? I don't think he's been on good form. So yeah, it is what it is.
Obviously, guys, I forgot to say, Christmas was yesterday. I hope you lot enjoyed. We had an eventful day yesterday. We drank, we sang, we danced. It was all good. yeah, man. This morning, the belly's been rumbling, hangover, all of that stuff, ready for the game. United kind of let us down today, but yeah, man, got a few comments in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Max London says, I don't know how Rashford missed these 2 chances. Yeah, the second one, let's talk about the second one, because I think that was a huge chance, man. The one where it was a great save by Schmeichel. I think he could have kept it low and on the floor, because that height is good for the keeper, because all he has to do is stick his hand out and then boom.
See, that's what I'm saying. We missed a lot. Obviously, today's not all his fault. Let's just make that clear. It's not. We just that's why you're rolling your eyes at that. It's not his
everyone.
fault.
I'm
not finished. I'm not finished.
Everyone deserves blame. There's blame everywhere.
There is blame everywhere, but we missed a lot of chances today. As we were saying during the match, this looks like Sevilla Part 2. Like we missed a lot of chances today. Rashford should have scored those 2 chances. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, a draw. It's a bad result in my opinion. And even if the other teams win, I swear they go above us now. Now we have to rely on other teams to not win today.
I don't know about that. But Jack's coming to you. Your thoughts on the game, because you was a bit calmer than us two. But yeah, what's your take?
Yeah, because I knew the game could go either way. Leicester are not a bad team. Starting lineup, yes, I was a bit confused as to why Lindelof started right back. I think the game started off all right. Rashford didn't score his chance. Very bad miss, terrible miss. But I understand football to know that sometimes these things happen. It's about taking your next chance. And so when Rashford misses a chance and everyone wants to speak about Rashford, yes, I understand for a moment we should moan. But after a while, he redeemed himself. He got the next chance, he scored, and that's what strikers and attackers should do. The next goal conceded, horrible. Do I want to blame Bruno? Yes, he has to take some blame, but also there were not many options forward, and so he tried, like he normally does. He tries to do something, and which it didn't work. Second person to blame, I blame both Scott McTominay and Bailey. Even though I think Bailey had a very good game, you should be closing down. The
what about the keeper? Because obviously in the group chat, a lot of man was saying De Gea should have kind of saved that shot.
I don't think he should have. I think he could have, because he's De Gea. And yes, another day he saves that. He dived a bit too early. He should have taken maybe 1 or 2 steps first before he dived. But I wouldn't put the blame on De Gea for that goal. I'll put the blame initially on Bruno for losing the ball, and then obviously for Scott McTominay and Bailey not closing the chance down. But that being said, I think the game was a good game. I think we deserved to win. I think we created the better chances. So even though a draw seems fair, I think just marginally we deserve to win the game. Because our chances were
Is it fair
clear.
though? I think we're the only team that look like scoring. I keep saying just was that you guys say you could go either way, but I didn't see them really scoring unless like their goals, we gave them the goals. Again, the defense, the midfield just letting us down, as well as the attackers, because
that's the issue.
We should have scored.
But that's the issue, because with this defense, every time a decent team is attacking us, we look like we can concede. So, I mean, I'm not too
pressing. You keep saying that we press the style of, but we don't press like pressing, fam. Look at Leicester. Every time, look at their goals. All their goals, they pressed us, won the ball back, goal. We've got
I think we press.
Christic Marshall wants to leave again. That's another talking point, because obviously Marshall came off for Cavani, which resulted in the goal. But a lot of us were thinking, why not drop Pogba back into the double pivot with Fred, and then leave all 3 attackers of Marshall, Rashford, and Cavani on the pitch. But
I don't know why Scott was still on the pitch. He didn't have a good game today. He looks like he was kind of injured. Him and Lindelof look like kind of injured today. That's what I'm saying.
It's about managing risk.
That's what Harry says. Lindelof was injured. That's why him coming right back was very strange to me, because I knew for the couple of weeks he's been playing with injury. For then him to play right back when Twinzabi the last game actually looked decent at right back. For Lindelof to play right back and then come off by injury. And now it looks like centre back is really needed in January, like my man's saying.
Yeah,
so, we made too much changes today. Like,
we didn't make too much.
This was the same team. What I don't like.
This was the same team that played against Leeds, so it weren't too much changes.
On the right hand side, there was no strength going anywhere there.
So,
in both sides, you need strength.
This is my question. Like, you moan about everything. You know, if you don't win the game, you're gonna find something to moan about. That's the truth.
That's part of the blame.
That's fine. That's fine. So when we were winning 2-1, right? Why did you stop moaning?
Now I'm talking about the overall game. I'm not talking about the 2. I'm talking about the overall game. This is why we conceded.
We conceded because of what?
No, like it might have. This is like we might have conceded because of like.
You're talking hypothesis testing, fam.
No, but like when we change, this is what I keep saying. When we keep changing the team, like it's gonna eventually not like work. Like today, when I saw these changes, I was like, today it might not be we might not keep this record going on.
Every game and the games that we win, you say that. It's just
and it's against Leicester as well. So
there was one change from Leeds last week. That's it.
Fan. What really frustrates me is fans that it's always like you're searching for something to blame. Like sometimes you need to understand football is a game of two teams. So the other team is a good team as well. Vardy is a good striker. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you concede goals. It happens in football. You can't expect us to go to every match and win every game. And then if we don't win, let's find someone to blame. Let's blame Oli. Let's blame the changes. No, that's not football, fam. It was a hard game.
The reason why we didn't win today is simply because we didn't take our chances, and defensively, like we gave them the goals, and we didn't take our chances. That's
precisely.
It. Really.
So Jesse, what you've just described, which I agree with, has nothing to do with Lindelof playing right back. It has nothing to do with Martial coming off. But you see, we're still talking about that stuff.
It's the strikers, but they let us down. Rashford should have got a hat-trick today. He scored 1, but like we say, if we really want to go for the league, obviously we got a bit excited. But if that's the difference, man, Rashford through on goal, he has to bury that. He has to score. The header in the first minute, like you said, if we started off well, have to score, changes the whole game. But
that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to talk about Lindelof right back. I hear that, but that's not the fundamental issue. The fundamental issue is we didn't score our chances, and even when we scored and we made it 2-1, there was something missing there. I think.
I like when I could sense them getting a chance to score. That's why I said.
But you know why? Because they're also a good team.
Yeah,
That's
I
that
think
Yeah.
we keep dismissing that. Like we're just looking at us. Like we're playing against Leicester, they're second in the league for a reason, fam.
Yeah, that's why
So
this is why we should have took our chances because they can
it's
also
true.
score as well. That's why I say if we
Yeah.
don't take our chances, it's gonna come back and bite us, and that's
But
what I
that's
can see.
football. That's football. You got to remember, it's two teams, man. There's two, and they got good Tillemans. They got good footballers. Vardy scored against all. I think I saw that he holds the record for the most goals against the top sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's
I
a
don't
legend,
think
man.
he'll get that goal though. I think obviously we say about Lindelof coming off Twinzeli, it's our own goal, fam. So
Yeah, I don't think he could have done anything there.
yeah,
Though.
that's true. That's true. My guy, Luna King, shout out to you. He says Vardy will score, Kane will score, but what about our attackers? We need two new attackers. Marshall and Rashford are not cutting it. I'm guessing he means.
Yeah, I'm
That's
50-50 with that because I think it's not fair. I don't think it's a fair statement. I think we judge our players very harshly because Rashford has been banging, you know. But I do see where you're coming from, and I think this is what really frustrates me again about kind of fans and how aggressive we are in kind of attacking our own. Because last match I watched Harry Kane, I saw the chances he missed. Do you know what I
but
mean?
Leicester beat Spurs last week, you know.
Fam, I saw
Like
Harry
people
Kane
forget
chance
that.
and missed. He missed an open header, clearly missed. I've seen Harry Kane miss a whole bunch of chances, even for England. You know what I mean? So we can't always like point the finger every time someone misses a chance. We just need to understand that that's how football goes sometimes. But I do agree that we need. I think now that we need to have a centre forward that stays there. So I think Cavani for me starts every game now. For me
No, but
personally.
I honestly feel like they need pressure on them as well because, like, they're gonna start every game. We need someone to like, because they know they're gonna start every game. That's why I feel like we need like competition. Like they know James, he ain't gonna start heading me on the left hand side. This is what I feel like they're thinking like, and obviously both of them they're quite
I feel
similar
like
into the
we're
game.
criticizing them too much. They're not. They've
No,
been good, fam.
I'm not criticizing.
It
See,
depends if you want to get to that
if we
level,
want to
man.
get to that next
Let's
level,
calm down.
this is why I
Let's
say
take
top
time.
four. Yeah, this is why I say
Mm.
top four. If we want to get to that next level, as the guy said, them two are not. They're not.
Yo,
They're not consistent as like the Manes and Salahs. If you get what I'm saying, they're not at that level yet. That
Yeah,
is why we
but
won't
even
win the
Mane
league.
and Salah, actually no, Salah didn't. Salah was banging straight away. But even Mane, it takes time to feed into the game. Let's
What are
just
we talking about? We're talking. He's getting on to Martial and Yashi.
no,
yeah,
let's take it
like
back.
there
Obviously,
was a
you've
comment.
joined the stream. You've joined the stream, bro. Let's
Yeah,
take it back. Your thoughts on the game, man. Obviously, 2-2 draw.
Thoughts on the game?
Yeah,
I think Ollie did well, man. You know, Brendan
well,
Rodgers is a
that's a
good
change.
manager.
Yeah,
No, he done well because he could have easily, like, Brendan Rodgers. You can tell his meticulous planning. Like, you can tell he's changed Vardy's game. Vardy is no longer running to channels and pressing like a wild man. They had like a 4-4-2 mid block. They were blocking off Scott McTominay and Fred from getting onto the ball and kind of pressing us when the ball goes to Lindelof at right back, etc. So yeah, he set up really well, but Ollie, his initial setup wasn't great. There were a couple teething problems. We struggled to play out from the back. A couple errors as well, but his changes, second half, made a massive impact. So I commend him on that.
but when you say
I
massive,
think
bro, because Pogba, I'm sorry, I don't think his change really had an impact on the game. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it did because we started controlling the game. You could play out much easier,
No,
much
but
more
he was
easily
playing. He
from the.
wasn't playing like midfield. He
Jerry,
was playing left
I
wing and
think.
that.
Let me put it into
He had
context.
like free roam.
I don't think Pogba individually changed the game too much, but the change did because what happens then? They'll start focusing on him a lot. Do you know what I mean? They were focusing on him a lot, not creating spaces for other players to play. Alfred Rayner says Vardy will score against Real Madrid. Why are we blaming defenders, bro? Rashford, Martial have been in the club for 6 years. I certainly agree.
That's always going to be a big problem, them two, man,
Yeah,
because they're
yeah,
good, but are they killers? Like the
that's the
Rashford
thing.
chance.
I said
Goal.
they're not killers, Jerry. They're still potential. This is the thing. Martial, I mean, Mane and Salah, they're in their prime right now. That is why we won't win the league. We ain't got players. Them two are not in their prime, and they will start majority of our games. So, like that is why we won't mount to like
I
Liverpool.
agree. I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for so long that when you have a team full of Martial's 24 now, but they're all at early 20s, bro, they're gonna be inconsistent. That's just how it goes, right? Unless they're like absolutely world class like Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? But even Mbappe's playing
Um,
some amazing players.
Does Mbappe
So
feel shout out Rich in the chat? Does Mbappe feel
um,
pressure? Does Mane or Salah feel?
mm,
Yeah, that's fair points.
they're
mm.
Van
grown
Rick, what
men.
was he said?
You're grown men.
I was gonna say, like, regarding Rashi, like when he comes of age, that's when we'll be serious contenders if he comes of age. I think
It's a big if.
Rashford. I think our bets currently are like hedged on Rashford's development. Um, he's a good player. What he done at the first chance, I'd say that's shocking. If you're so-called
That's
number
all
nine, you're
that.
so-called striker,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
has to be buried. Okay, you
yeah.
can't be having your eyes closed. Ronaldo would have, oof. Ronaldo would have ate that
But
header.
anyone, but that's a simple.
Like Cavani would have ate that header.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
do you
true.
know what I mean? Like proper strikers, like eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinners. With his second chance, the second half, um, he did well, but it wasn't world class what he did.
But
He
his
could have
goal.
sat man down. No, the second. I'm talking about the one he missed. The second chance he missed. The
When
one
he
and
threw
one
on
with
goal. Yeah.
from Bruno, the ball from Bruno. Yeah, like he didn't do because Rashi, we know what he's capable of. He could have sat man down. You know, we could have faked them, put them both on their arse and slid it in. Rashi's
No,
capable of doing that. We've seen him do it before. We've
He
seen him
said it
do it.
before.
I've
how
seen
about the angle? He was
Rashi do it.
he was kind of wide though,
No,
like
my point
kind
is
of.
to you, yeah. I've seen Rashi, yeah, when he gets into that type of wide angle position in the box, I've seen him take his time, slow it down, fake man once, fake him again, and slide it in the bottom corner. I've
I
seen
don't
him
think
do it.
this was the
You
same kind of
know,
chance for that
I
though.
think he should have scored it.
no,
Simple as. I
I
feel like
It's up
think
to
he
I think
Berry.
he could have sat them. I think he could have sat them down. I think he could have sat down. The defender came. I think he could have sat them down. Rashi doesn't shoot it outside of his foot. He doesn't use his left foot either.
Yeah, so when you say sitting down,
So
that means he's gonna have to cut in and then go back on his right and then left. It was all long.
if
It
you
was too.
I know, but if you sit them down and nothing comes, an easy chance, bro.
Nah, but there
That's
was
the only
people
way I
back.
see Rashi scoring that type of chance. I don't see him. If he hit the ball outside his foot, he would have scored. But it was too quick for him. He didn't have that in his locker. I don't think he could do that. So it's a
I
good
see what you're
save.
saying. It's like a
Yeah,
part of me felt like he was going to miss that.
No,
Even
I
when
thought he was
exactly.
gonna bury it. You know,
If
I thought
he
he was
if
gonna
he
it's the
just shoot.
angle.
shoot,
It's the angle that
you're
he shoots from.
scoring.
You know
The
what? You know
angle
what
he
it is. You
shoots.
know what it is.
If he
Yeah,
set it down, it would have opened it up
yeah.
a little bit, made it easier.
Like
So I'm trying
it
to say
was.
to you,
It was kind of the shot was like kind of like central. Like it wasn't a bit wider. Like
Yeah, but
if
he
you
could
get
have
what I'm
dragged
saying.
it if it went wider. I
That's
think
what
he
I'm
just
Green would have
saying.
scored though.
should have
Green
kept
would
it
have
Now
low.
scored.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Green would have scored that because look at the
He's
chance
more
he missed
likely to
against
score,
Southampton.
definitely. No
Green
shadow
will
of a
score.
doubt.
Green will
Nah,
He
but
score.
would.
Look at the
I'll take
chance he
one of
scored.
you.
he's
Look
gonna
at that.
have a chance.
Look at the try against Southampton. He hit straight at the keeper.
Yeah,
Obviously, I do feel like Green's more clinical, but it's not even just that. The players, Martial and Rashford, they're too similar in the way they play. Like
Yeah.
Rashford's overall play is not good. His decision making is the worst. I keep saying it. And Martial, he's needs to add more to his game. Like he's a bit, as Jack says, he's a luxury player. Like he's not always on it. Like the way Mane and Salah are always on it. They're always active. They're always scoring their chances. Because the manager they do feel pressure as well. Like
Yeah.
Ollie, like Martial and Rashford, in my opinion, they need competition,
low
man. If
comment.
you're not playing well, yeah.
Aleem, I hope I pronounced your name right. He says SAF that Sir Alex Ferguson would sign Vardy/Kane in 2016, or would have signed him in 2016. We would have won the Premier League by now. I love Rashford and Martial, but sadly they don't score when it matters. Plus, off the ball, look at Cavani's contribution. I totally agree, and I've been saying this for so many years that you can't keep relying on under 25s. You know, especially when there's more than one of them. I think,
What?
and because they don't have
Mm.
like Rashford and Martial are not like definitely centre forwards. Do you know what I mean? Like even though Martial can do a job there, you know, we need a Cavani to start. We need a Haaland. We need a Kane and Vardy, guys that play and they can't play anywhere else. They know that they are centre forwards. Do you know what I mean? And the thing with Martial and Rashford is they're so good and so talented, you can't really keep them on the bench. You can't really keep them on the bench. It's like they have to play, but they're still not good enough and clinical enough to hit the heights. So what Jose Mourinho was actually doing with Rashford and Martial, when you put it, it
It's the
actually
right
made
thing
a
to do.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's even one or the other. It's not both of them.
You know
You
what the
either got to
Jacks?
play Rash
The fact is
or
this.
Martial.
Like the fact is this. Then, like obviously they're 23, 24. Like they're not world class players. Like Neymar at that age was world class, and Mbappe at the age they were world class. That's the thing. Martial and Rashford are not world class yet. They could be world class, but they're not world class yet. That's what I'm saying. There's still potential. That is why we won't win the league. Like we got Liverpool got players that are world class right now. Salah and Mane are world class. They're scoring
Do
20
you
plus
guys?
goals.
I don't even think Salah and Mane are better than Martial. You know, let me rephrase that because that's a bit of a mad statement. I don't think, in terms of talent, they're better than Martial. I just feel like their mentality is totally different. Do you know what I mean? Like Martial, like some games, you're like, you don't know which Martial is going to turn up. You're not really sure like, is which Martial, like, because if the real Martial turns up, he's on the same level as that man. Do you know what I mean? When Martial says I'm on it today, come on, man. Like Martial is different class. Do you know what I mean? But he's just too. His personality is not the same as Mane and Salah. Them, man, their
And the
personality is
Sons
different.
and including
And
the
the
Son
songs,
as
like they're
well.
always on it. They're always on
Yeah,
crud.
they're
Like they're
always
always
on
on
it.
beef. Like, and I was watching. Sorry to keep going, but I was watching a podcast or I think it was Rio Ferdinand's show. And I was watching it with Robertson and Trent. And I was just listening to them. I was like,
I watched it.
like, even they're on beef, like the way they were talking, that there's some arrogance about the way they're talking. Like it's like, yeah, I did that. Like I'm gonna find that pass. I'm gonna do this. I'm on it every game. Robertson is on crud every single game. He got Messi's head. He pushed Messi's head, fam. I don't see Luke Shaw doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, don't get me started on that.
Don't even get me started on that guy, man.
Every game, fam. Every game, you got to go to the thing on crud. You know what I mean? And I think our players are just too luxury. I've been saying this about Martial for a while. He's the icing on the cake. He's not the cake. I keep saying this about Martial Pogba. They are icings on the cake. They are not the cake. We need cakes.
We got a comment here from Drew. Shout out Drew. It's ifs and buts with Rashi. Rashi and Martial score a lot, but they would make a great mid-table team. We need a proper number. I'm guessing with Haaland, Lukaku type. Imagine Depay, Lukaku, Zaha in and out the team. Now we're getting Martial, Rashford. Yeah, but
he's basically saying that's all we've got. That, as I keep saying, that's what I'm saying. There's no, if them two are not playing, who else is going to be there apart from Greenwood?
We've got Cavani.
No, I'm talking about on the left.
man.
It's going to get to a point where you got to say Cavani is the
main striker
forward that needs to play every game.
I've said this. Like I feel like Ollie's not rating him as much because he should have been signed. But see, as you said, Lewandowski's 33. Ibrahim's 33.
A minute team that can't compare to Man United.
But when Zlatan was playing every game and he was even older. This is what I'm saying, and Cavani can actually run. Like Zlatan was not running. But
the Martial and Rashford problem is a real problem, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like
can't leave them out.
1 minute, boys. I need to get my charger. 1 minute, yeah.
I would have started Cavani. He just scored he basically won us the game against Everton. He's on a run now. When he came on, he changed the game. Ollie brought him on when there's 15 minutes left. Like, come on. He should have got enough time. I was thinking, he's going to bring Cavani in the 60th minute. He gets 30 minutes to change us and win us the game. Like, 15 minutes. He went. Look how quick that went. Look how quick that 15 minutes went. That's what I'm saying. He should have came on early. I don't know how Scott was.
To be honest, though,
to
be honest with Ollie, I think the reason why we lost the game today is nothing to do with him. I think to do with the players.
We drew, bro.
I think, Drew, sorry. To me, it's a draw. To me, a draw the loss, sorry, man.
Yeah, it feels like a loss.
The reason why we lose the game, like, it's just like, De Gea, I think you should have saved that.
Yeah, I was about to ask you on that.
I think you should have saved that. So that's one error. Yeah. And then
wait. What do you think about the shot, though? Because Scott, I'm sorry you didn't close down the guy, man.
No, I do understand that, but I when you're defending, you're coached. You're coached to get the strikers to shoot at near post. Does that make sense? You shouldn't.
I mentioned that to the boys.
Yeah, you said that.
You shouldn't have to cover the near post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I as your defender, I should have to worry about a near post shot. That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah. I said that. I said to these guys, like, you're trying to pass the lanes, and if you're gonna shoot, I back my goalkeeper to save it.
Thank you. Your job as a defender is to make it as hard as possible, for the opponents to score. Yeah, if they score a worldie goal and you can't do nothing about it, you still did your job. You know, if it's a worldie goal. But if it's a goal like that near post, the Gea should be moving his feet, didn't move his feet, and then he didn't dive. It's poor. So that's what I say about that. And then secondly, Rashford's header, if he scores that and then the 1-on-1, we win. We win by 3 goals.
Yeah.
That's 3 goals. That's the difference between where we are now.
Yeah.
You know. So it's not. I don't think it's anything to do with Oli. I think the players have to take responsibility for that game. You know,
Most
like
games, I believe,
I'll say Vardy's goal. That's just world class movement. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I wanted to go to Bailly, but I looked at it. I said that's just world class movement. Like that's Vardy's just like that. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the
yeah,
fact
let me
of
read-
his
wait, wait.
play,
Yeah,
the
before we
fact
go,
of,
let me read a couple comments. Got some playing up here. Clam Feather, shout out to you. If Rashi don't copy Ronaldo's style and works with faster play in his natural game, he would have scored that goal. Spending time on placement rather than style. Yeah, I heard that. You got
That's
another
what
one.
you're saying. That's what you're
He
saying.
says he has high hopes for Greenwood, but he needs to learn from Rash's mistake. I've seen Greenwood doing Van Persie style rather than investing time on his play. But Greenwood even played today. What are you on about?
I think he's trying to say. I think he's just talking about Man United generally. He's trying to say
Oh,
like it's not just about I think Jesse said this. It's not just about banging a shot or finessing. I think a big part of Man United's problem actually is funny, yeah, because Rashford and Martial both have these contradicting styles. Where when they get a chance, Rashford's first instinct is to bang it. Do you know what I mean? Just lace it. Whereas Martial, I've never seen Martial bang a shot. As Jesse was saying, all he does is finesse it. He always finesse it. He always plays for finesses. Yeah, he always uses the inside of his foot. Do you know what I mean? So
you know
it's tricky to find a balance.
You know Martial, he places his shot, but it's not with a lot of power.
it's
Like
too nice.
we've seen strikers who plays like when Messi places his shot. Jesus Christ, the power behind it. Yeah,
He's waxed it.
The
You know what I
long
mean? Yeah.
Just
yeah,
hitting
but
it.
see,
Bro,
this
that's what
is,
Martial,
yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
I don't mind the technique, fam. It's just the casual lethargicness.
Logic, yeah.
That's what I say about luxury.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like from as a kid, like from the age of 10, you can put some power in a play shot, fam. From the age of 10.
Well,
And
let
he's
me
a
bring
big
that
man.
up, yeah. You know the Cavani shot the other day. He didn't lace it, that was
Yeah, he did
side
it.
foot.
Play. Yeah,
Play
it's
style,
like
but it looks
whip.
That's the
it looks like a
centre
banger.
forward. That's
Yeah.
the centre
Yeah,
forward.
See,
It's that
but
big
see,
burn. You know, burn is a big toe.
Yeah.
leave-
That little bit.
Yeah, where's the camera? That burn.
Yeah,
That one.
Right, I know exactly what you're talking about.
see, that,
And let me read this comment. Alfred Rayner says to win the Premier League, Cavani to start and Van der Beek and Pogba behind him. Give Rashford and Martial time from the bench. Next year, we need to sign a world-class striker before Cavani retires.
I understand that. By the way, the only issue with
Nothing.
that comment, just hold on. The only issue with that comment is you mentioned both Pogba, Van der Beek, and someone else. So where's
Where's
Bruno?
Bruno?
Yeah,
Exactly.
where does Bruno play that? I'm sorry, but Bruno has to play every single game.
I
See,
Rick,
but-
you got some fan love.
Yeah.
He says you're spot on with your analysis from the what Oli and all of that. But yeah, let's move on.
That's what I'm
See the
saying.
striker though. See the striker situation. We did try to get Haaland. We just had to get Haaland. Tried to get him.
Who? Oh, Haaland.
So we tried to get Haaland.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't bang.
You know. So all
That's
he
what
knows,
we need.
the thing. All he knows the thing. So he tried his best, man. So
Now we're stuck with Martial, but Cavani should be starting. But we need another striker like Cavani. That's the truth.
That's it, man.
And it's not just that as well. We need the right winger. We need Martial and Rashford. That's what I keep saying. Like the right hand side needs to be fixed, and that's what I'm saying. Like Martial and Rashford. I'm sorry, but one of them have to. I feel one of them have to hold the bench.
No, that's,
If we're trying
that's a fact. I have to believe
that's the harsh reality. Like
yeah.
it hurts, but I know Ollie will never do it.
who
But
do you man
if,
choose?
like
Wait,
right, this is
who
what
do you
I'm
man
saying.
choose?
Like Martial and
On
Rashford,
a personal level,
they're not.
I'm thinking Rashford off the bench is more dangerous, because of the space in behind.
Go ahead.
Bro, I have to choose Rashford. Rashford depicts what Man United is about for me. I
What to
think
start?
Martial, just who I prefer.
Oh, Rashford.
Yeah, because even though I think Martial's a better footballer, there's something about Rashford that he brings to the team that Martial just doesn't.
I can't lie. I'm
yeah.
starting to prefer Rashford than Martial now for some reason because
Even
Martial, you guys know I love Martial. He don't close down.
Yeah, man.
He's not always on it.
It's luxury, guys. Let's be honest.
Rashford's on it, but it's just sad that he doesn't have that much quality enough
Quality.
to be with the Mane and the Sons and that. So that's why I prefer Rashford over Martial, man.
But even
Because
when you look at Rashford, he does a lot though, man. He does a lot for the team,
he's a Man United player. That's why he's a Man United player.
But Rick, who would you pick though?
Rashford, 100%. I could tell you.
I'd pick pick Rashi, obviously, but what I'd say about Martial is he's one of them players. He has to start. If he doesn't start in your team, he's useless. He's
That's
useless.
what I'm
That's
saying.
the thing about
Off the bench,
Martial. Like,
he's
so
dry,
he'll just
man.
want to leave.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
him.
I'm
If you
saying.
sell him, if you don't start him, you have to sell him.
That's it.
If you don't start him,
That's
we
it.
have to sell him. There's no point of him being in our squad. There's no point. It's like
If I was,
Lukaku.
if I
There's
was,
that
if
man
I was
there.
the
Like,
manager,
just either just
yeah,
go.
yeah. If I was manager of United, yeah, like let's say they've appointed Mr. Jackson Pope to come manage Man United, there's a philosophy of mindset that I would want to instill in the players. And unfortunately,
Mm,
certain players don't fit that
mm,
style for me. You know, Martial's one of those players. Even though I think he's a quality footballer, he doesn't fit
mm.
the kind of style of you that I would want to depict in my team. So it has to be Rashford. Rashford does that. Greenwood has it. Bruno has it. Scott has it. Fred has it. Pogba has it when he wants to, but even him, not really. Do you know what I mean? I don't want any luxury players. I want players that are on crud every single game because that's how you're gonna win. That's how you're gonna win.
Drew Manuel says Marshall doesn't even make it to
Let's make it
France,
to the
so
squad.
he does in the squad, but
Make
it's
it to the
definitely
squad.
Rushy for him. Wait, this
Bro,
Rashford and Marshall debate can go on for forever because
you know what hurts me is the fact that
Mm.
Martial came on the scene before Mbappe, so he should really be better than Mbappe. But Mbappe that's the difference. Mbappe's always on it. He wanted to
On
like
crud.
he's
Like,
always on it. Like Ronaldo, he met Ronaldo. He's thinking, I want to be like him. He knows he has to work hard for it. Martial, it's just his personality, man. He's just not on it all the
that.
time, man.
Even the Preston, like everyone was moaning about Ole. Oh, Ole, you don't press. Ole don't press. But actually, when Marshall comes off and Cavani comes on, you see the
Yeah.
press.
Look at what Cavani done when he came on.
You
yeah,
see the
Straight
he's
away, he
press.
got
first.
the ball.
He got the ball. That's true.
It's
That's
like
He's gone
true.
crazy, man.
Rashford will. I'm sorry. Marcel will press because he has to. Then what happens? He press and he gets close to the place and he just stops. Do you know what I mean? Because he doesn't want to, fam. And I don't want that kind of. I don't get this. I love Martial. Like he's one of my guys. But I'm sorry, man. Like if I had to pick one, I want players that fit a certain mindset, and he don't have it for me.
I'll bring
One
him
thing
on
I'd say,
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I'd say, yeah, like under Oli, Martial's body language and pressing has been dramatically improved, fam. Do you remember
Because he's
Martial
happy, my
under
bro.
Mourinho and that?
My
Yeah.
bro.
Like,
Rick, you
and
see
we're
what he
still
said,
not
yeah?
happy with it.
But you see what he said?
It's not enough.
It's because he's starting. It's his mindset, my bro. And that's the
Exactly.
issue with Martial. His mindset is not
Exactly.
because he's starting and he's starting in his preferred position. And I think Rich said it one time in our group. He said when Zlatan came and took his shirt number, he deteriorated. Do you know what I mean? And now he's playing well, but even still, like it's like as soon
Yeah,
as
he did.
he's not starting and he's not smiling, he just looks like a horrible player. You know what I mean? Sometimes. So yeah, if I had to pick, I have to be Rashford. Rashford is about is the United that I know that I
Yeah.
recognize. You know what I mean?
Looks like
So
Drew agrees with you. He says Rashi has passion, Rich Marshall doesn't. Rashford does play better when Cavani came on, so he agrees with Drew Jacks over there.
Yeah,
But
fam, you see, this is the problem. Like we got so many flaws. Like the right hand side,
let me talk
Martial,
about the right
Rashford.
hand side because
yeah,
a player today that started Dan James now.
he ate it, man.
I don't get it. Man.
I don't get it, man.
Like for this game, I didn't understand. For the Leeds game, cool, it makes sense. But for this game, I don't think he was the.
I
I think
understand.
Greenwood should have started.
I think I've plotted something that Ole tries to do. Whenever, well, he's tried to do in the past few games. Whenever he knows that there's a lot of pace on that side, he tries to play James. I think it's a defensive issue, right? I think he's trying to nullify Barnes because Barnes is quick, fam, kind of thing. And it's the same thing he did with Leeds. That's the only thing I could think of.
No, but I don't think Leeds was for the defensive. It was for us
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it's
it's both.
working back. I think it's working back.
It's
The
both.
whole.
It's definitely working back because Greenwood's a
Yeah.
striker. Man. Let's not forget that he's a striker. So working back, he's not going to. And it's Leicester City. And if it's a team that's
Greenwood,
going to come
he
out, he's going
tries.
to play James.
You know, he tries. He actually tries. Greenwood tries, but he's not good at it.
Yeah, yeah. That's why. That's the only reason why I can see why James plays. But he ain't it. And this is the issue. So this is the problem with Man United. Yeah. Sorry. I want to go on one of my rants, but Man United have too many issues. One, we've got players quality have the mentality. And then we've got players that have the mentality that don't have the quality. And that's the issue. We need to find a balance of both players that have the quality and the passion and desire to win. I think that's the truth.
Amen.
well.
Yeah,
Let's look
you
at the
said it, bro.
positives. Obviously, a lot of people are down after this result, but there's some positives to take out from this result. We're still unbeaten in 8 games, I think it is now. We dug in, we fought, we came back. Cavani quality. Bruno again with assists on the goal. I mean, his stats just keep on rising. Rashford scored once
Best player in
again.
the Premier League. Best player in the Premier League.
Well, it could be an argument because who can chat to him
We
right
can't
now?
chat to him. We can't chat to him.
That's what I'm saying.
Best player in the Premier
Obviously,
League.
Eric Bailly as well. Honourable
One thing I
mention
want
to
to say
him.
about this though, can I jump in here?
Yeah, go on.
Can I jump in here? Yeah. Bruno and De Bruyne are playing exactly the same role.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's an argument.
Pep Guardiola is pressing in a 4-4-2. Yeah, when we press, Bruno is part of the two as well up top. Yeah, and his numbers are better.
By far.
So, well, listen.
You know,
Listen.
so
Do you know why?
It's an argument, fam.
It's new to us. It's new to us. That's why
Yeah, that's right.
we've already established that De Bruyne is probably what it was. It's the best midfielder in the world, right? So to come in and just be like, "Rah, I'm challenging you," is a bit much. But if you try to take away that bias and just look at it for exactly what it is, Bruno.
But I know a lot of rival fans are
Bruno.
thinking, "Wow, who's this guy, fam? He's come to the Prem and he's just murking it, fam."
He's absolutely merging in the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Shout out to Alfred Reyna. Rash is a local lad. He has passion. Can be lethal. Maybe his company with Lingard. Yeah, Lingard. What happened to him and his bromance with Lingard? Marshall's not right. James, I was so high on him after Leeds, but today he was poor. So James Norway deserves. Yeah, James, I think we got too gas for the Leeds. Yeah, he did well. He scored, but I don't think this was the game for him. And I think he came off too late, man. He came off too late for me.
I think you just have to know some players just ain't it, and he's just not it. Not now, anyway. He's good to have as firepower to some extent because he's got something that most players don't. His pace is crazy, but apart from that, he needs to relax. And he's not. He's not United quality.
You know who we need? We need Traore, fam, from Wolves, fam.
Bro, ask them. I've been saying, listen, this guy, yeah, he's scary, fam. Every time I watch him, I said this since like a year now. Every time I watch him, bro, you cannot get the ball off this. Where I just see. Nah, listen, I've showed this guy. I've told him, listen, watch this game and just watch Traore.
No, man. I'm with Jesse, Jerry, man.
I don't think we're ever going to win the league. Honestly, we see no. We need right now. We ain't got time to be giving players potential. We need established players right now. We're trying to so-called win the league. We've been through this process for too long right now.
Exactly. Is he better than James? He's better than James.
But see, you're not. You need to. There's so many things.
One at a time.
There's so many things that don't say Traore. Like we're not gonna get rid of James. He's here. Traore, yeah, he's a good player, but let's be honest. He's not a guy that we need a winger that scores goals. He doesn't score goals. Yeah, so that's not gonna to win the league. That front three has to score like 15 plus goals basically, and he's not going to do that.
Yeah. Let me tell you why I agree with Jesse. I agree with Jesse because look, yes, Traore, I've seen what he does. Man, you can't beat him, but my bro, we're United. This is what I'm saying. If we're gonna go buy a player, I want to buy a player that's a leg man. That's as Jesse said.
No, but he's saying as an option though. Like imagine he's on our bench. I don't want another option, bro. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah? I don't want another option. Why? Because we've got like Greenwood, right? If we're gonna buy a player, I don't want to bring another option in. I want to bring someone who's coming to start. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like I would rather get a player that we know is going to guarantee at least 10 goals this season on the right.
And Jax, that's the problem. That's the problem, right? That summer win that we just had, we bought. They're basically option players. Cavani's an option. Van de Beek is an option, and Tellers is an option. This is what I'm saying. Really and truly, really and truly, if I had to pick the team, Cavani and Tellers will be the ones that will start. Obviously, Van de Beek, there's no space for him, innit? So it'll only be two players. Again.
Garrick.
And then
Jesse, go turn on your light.
I just want to say this, fam. You see, at the point where Liverpool signed Mane and Salah, they weren't Lengman yet.
They were Lengman, my
bro. Nah, they were good though.
No. They were good, but they weren't like the level that Traore was last season was the level that they were playing at.
I would
Yeah.
Do you
agree.
think so?
No,
I don't
no,
think I
no,
agree.
Yeah.
no, no, no,
Now
no,
listen,
no,
I'm having
no,
it.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
Sadio
I'm
Mane
not
for
having it.
Southampton.
No, no,
One at a
no.
time. One
Wait,
at a
Wait,
time.
wait,
Hold on, hold on,
wait.
hold
Let
on.
me just
Let Ricky
interject.
finish. Let Ricky finish, man.
Let me land, bro. Let me land.
Shout out to
What
Luna
I'm trying to
though.
say,
See, he agrees with
yeah,
us.
he just fits them. Yeah, he just fits them. He fits them. He fits them like tactically. Salah and Mane fit them. That's why they signed them. Yeah, Traore, because he holds width on the right wing. That's what we need as a team. He would be surprisingly effective under us. If he does a couple cutbacks, it's a mad thing. Bruno running onto them. Yeah, it's a bit of a. It could work, but I'm not like this. Is what I'm trying to say. Like we're trying to look for players out there in the market that are already there at that level, and we're not at that level. So players
You
that
know
don't
what?
want to come
I
to us.
agree.
We're not
I
Can I
going to
agree.
just
get
say
Let,
those players.
something? Can
hold
I
on,
just
hold
say
on.
something?
Let Ricky finish. Let Ricky finish.
I think he's finished
Now
though.
he's
Is
done.
that
He's done. Go on,
man?
Jesse.
Yeah,
I'm
so we're
dropping
not,
off the
So,
game.
we're not going to get those players, fam.
this is
We
your
should get
problem. This
Morris.
is
Morris is perfect, fam.
wait.
Morris will come to us.
So this is the problem. This is why we want Mount to win the Premier League title to be at that level. Cool. You said Mane and Salah. You said Mane and Salah were at that level. Cool. Now Salah had a good. He had a very good season at Roma. He scored. He scored. He didn't score the goals that he scored at
Roma though.
Liverpool, like the 30, 40 goals. But he had a good season. I looked at the stats. He had a very good season.
Yeah, I
And
said Italy
Mane,
though.
yeah, and I'm not finished. Mane, he was always scoring goals at Southampton.
I
That's
was the
true.
man of
Traore
my
don't.
night, by the way. If you don't
Yeah,
remember,
Jack
you
said it.
remember
I
saying
remember.
that.
I even wanted Pedro, but we didn't get him. And I was like Mane. I was like, oh man, cool. I remember. And then listen now, Mane, like Traore, he as you said, yeah, he will provide us with, but the main part of his game is that he doesn't score enough goals. Right now in this game, your front three need to score as much goals as they can. You can't just rely on one player.
Goals.
So right now, Man United, we don't need that right now. We need guys from the whip to score 20 plus goals, and including the strikers as well. That's why I know Firmino don't score enough goals, but Salah and Mane, they're on abandons right now with Liverpool. With Klopp now, it's fully done now. Like them two, they're at their peak right
Yeah.
now. They're just gonna get better. And
Let me
they're
jump in. Let me jump in. Like I agree with
Little,
Jesse.
that's too much.
Yeah, let me jump in. I agree. I agree with Jesse because I agree that nowadays your front three need to score goals. I think regardless of your left, center, or on the right, you have to score goals. What I would say and why I don't want Traore is I don't want a player that's we speak of Salah, we speak of Mane. The players were really the best players in their team when they were leaving. Am I right or wrong? Like
So
Salah
say
was
that
one of
again.
they were the best players in their teams as they were leaving to go to Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Salah was the best player at Roma, I believe, and Mane was the
yeah.
best player at Southampton. Traore, he doesn't even start for the Wolves more time. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's
This
levels to
season,
this,
but
right?
last season,
Yeah, last season he
he
was
was the
ripping it, man.
best
Yeah, but
player
we've
last
seen
season,
them, but
definitely.
I've
Hands
seen.
down, him and Jimenez.
I hear that,
Yeah, him and
but
Jimenez.
the thing is,
Him and Jimenez had the
He got
highest
9 assists.
combination in terms of
He
goals.
got yeah, he got nine
but
assists last season.
that's last season. Last season, we're talking. I've seen players come into the Premier League and have a good season. Do you know what I mean? But I want. I'm sorry. What we used to do as Man United back in the days, we used to actually seek and steal the best players at the Premier League teams. Right? We didn't go for he's all right, so let's just see because he's had a decent season. No, we go for players that are like the Valencias of this world, the Carricks of this world. They were the best players in those positions at that time. And that's what I want. I want a player that someone mentioned a player recently. I forgot what's his name? For Southampton.
Yeah,
Is
he
it
said,
Southampton?
he said, he said, how about Gineppo from Southampton?
Yeah, but he's quality, man. I like him. I like him. But again, I'm not confident. I wouldn't be confident. Like the player I would have liked. I'll give you an example of what I'm trying to build here. You see how Mahrez was for Leicester,
Yeah,
right? That's obviously before he went to City. That's the kind of player that I would have liked. Do you know, because I see the quality, I see he scores goals, I see he's left footed and plays nice on the right. That's the kind of player that I would have liked, not necessarily a Traore. I don't think he's a bad player. I know he will add value and he's better than James. But whenever you're talking about should we buy this, should we do that, it's all about the opportunity cost. It's all about who else could we have got that would have been a better player. And I just think, what's he saying? Jack, who who would you sign? You want player to score 10 goals against Burnley or someone who scores goals when matter?
when it matters.
Well, I need both. I need both. I don't want to pick and choose.
No, but you see that thing you said about the player. What? Because a lot of Liverpool fans that I've been seeing when they signed Jota, yeah, they were like, "But we could have got someone better though." Jota, look what he's doing, fam.
No, but there's a difference. Let me tell you why there's a difference.
Dynamic. You're going to the best team in the world.
They've got, as you said, they've got two of the best basically wingers as goal scorers in the world right now. So, that is when you bring like Jota in, obviously it'll fit for him perfectly as well. Like, for example, if we had two World Cup players and we signed someone like Jota, I wouldn't really, man, because I know my two wingers will deliver us goals and they're consistent. That's what we don't have right now.
You can't do better than Mane and Salah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jota was an option, but now that he's doing well, he could start now with two of the world-class players on the wings.
Someone's talking about Chelsea.
For real, this is a United channel, mate. We don't really care
when
about what
quality is being played wrongly for Chelsea, he will leave if Lampard don't start him as a striker. I'll take him as a striker, United all day.
Yeah, he just said that. He said Werner will fit United. Like
Bro. That's the kind of player I'm talking about. That's the quality I'm talking about. A player that's the best striker, or he was the best player at what team was it? What team was it?
Leipzig.
Is that where Werner came from?
Yeah.
But he was the best player.
Yeah.
He was the best player. That's the kind of player I want. I don't want
I think you have to think about I think you have to think about like what our team is missing. Yeah, and I think what our team is missing attacking wise, I think goals. The reason why we're missing goals is because Martial and Rashford are just not clinical enough. Yeah, I think that's why we're missing goals.
That's
I think
true,
the problem is
we create bad chances.
Yeah, I think it's them just alone. I think our problem is when we get to like January, February, and teams start sitting back and doing their low block, we're done because we've got no width. We've got Wan-Bissaka doing the overlap. Yeah, that's our biggest. I think that's our biggest issue is width. We need a player.
Now you know what?
Hold on.
Providing width.
Do you know what's interesting about that comment? What you've just described, I absolutely totally agree. But guess what? I don't think that issue is because of the right winger. I think the issues are fullbacks, and that's the issue. Our fullbacks don't offer anything going forward.
No, Jax,
don't. Apart from Tellers, that was when he's saying, Luke Shaw is absolutely terrible. Oh my god, terrible.
He's dead, fam.
He's not the right either, and that's it, bro. Look,
what'd you say? What you say about Shaw?
We're stuck with them, fam.
Oh, that's the mate.
What's that?
He said we're stuck with Shaw. It's true. I told you he's gonna be like Phil Jones, be here 10+ years. He won't leave.
Then that goes down to the manager. This is what I'm saying. You're the one that keeps playing him. So this is what I'm saying.
Don't go on Ole because Ole brought in Tellers. It's just like he's brought a player. Let's just slowly get there. Do you know what I mean? Like he's only been there for a year and a half, man.
Wan-Bissaka is definitely started. So
that's an issue, fam. That's a huge issue.
Big issue.
As I said, to win the league, you need competition, right? If I'm Wan-Bissaka, I know I'm starting every game. We don't need that right now. This is what I keep saying. Wan-Bissaka.
No, but you're saying that. Trent and Fing start every game.
They're levels. They are levels. We ain't got levels that Wan-Bissaka's not levels. Martial's not levels. And Rashford's not levels. Trent Alexander-Arnold is levels. Mane is levels. Salah are levels. This is why I'm not going to say because of the FIFA thing. They deserve to be 90s because they're levels. We ain't got Wan-Bissaka ain't levels. Martial's not levels. Rashford's not levels. This is why they need competition. You're not always going to start every game because if you're levels, of course you're going to start every game. They're not levels. That's I've had to hold it in so much.
It wasn't interesting.
That's one result. No, you see, this is what we're gonna do. No. Listen.
Jax, I've not said this before.
If you was to take out Salah and put in Rashford into Liverpool team, do you think he would do better?
Of course.
I don't think so.
I do.
The reason why I say that is Salah, like he's proper worked on his finishing, you know, and he's.
I'm talking about Mane. I said Mane.
Oh, Mane.
Yeah.
See, the thing is with
Mane,
Mane,
you keep Salah, you keep Firmino, and you just stick Rashford in there instead of Mane.
He could do better, but the thing with Mane is that he's like always active. Like he can
So is
get
Rashford.
past players. No,
So can
but
Rashford.
the way Mane is, like he's always around in the box. He knows when he's very, very good. Like that header, I'll back Mane to score that. He's good with his head as well.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
they're clinical. Like Mane is more clinical than Rashford, and I honestly think he's quicker as well. And yeah,
Is Mane
he's
quicker than
just.
Rashford?
I think he is. When he goes, he's yeah. I think
I
he
don't know
is.
if
Like
that's true though. I don't know if I agree with that. But
and Mane, he's just more. He's he's a good footballer. Like he doesn't. His decision making is not always that bad. Like
I think,
compared to Rashford's.
yeah, I think sometimes people forget that football is not just an individual game; it's a team game. It's a team
Mm.
game, and people have to work together. You know, there's certain footballers that I prefer to play with. That if you ask me to choose a better footballer, I still don't want to play with him because I don't. The way I play, I don't fit with him. Do you know what I mean? I don't like. I like tick attack. I like passing and movement. I don't want to play who's going to try to dribble three or five people.
You could just.
Yo, Jack, you're muted.
Jerry, unmute me. Yeah. So when I look at Liverpool, I see a team that work well together. Do you know what I mean? So even though we talk about individuals, because guess what? If you actually watch Liverpool's games and pay attention to the details, Mane misses chances too. I've seen him miss a whole bunch of chances. I've seen
Mm.
Salah misses bare chances. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But we don't criticize them because the team works so well together and they get more chances, they score. Do you know what I mean? That's why I use that example. But actually, I think Man United, we just have too many holes in the team that need to be addressed. So I think Luke Shaw, left back, needs to be addressed. Right back needs to be addressed. Centre back still needs to be addressed. I still don't believe in Maguire. I believe Bay is our best midfielder. Sorry, best centre back by far. I think he's actually way better than all of the rest kind of thing.
I agree, man.
I mean, we still need to address the DM situation because I think Fred is good, but we need a Fred who's a bit better on the ball, like a Fabinho. If we address all those issues, I guarantee you,
Definitely right to something, man.
some of the things we're talking about, saying, "Oh, this person is not clinical." Trust me, once those things are addressed, you see a totally different thing. And then
This is why I say we won't win the league because we still got a lot of rubbish in this
that's
team.
about winning the league. I said, let's take our time. I said each game as it comes.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the other fans like
It
that.
takes
Say
time,
win.
bro. It takes my time. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
top
Top four and a trophy. Don't say league. I know we're near there, but don't even get into that
each,
conversation.
each game as it comes because Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
Fact. Each game as it comes. That's all you got.
Let me just read out this
So-
comment. Luna says United's right wing defense. It's true. The whole right side from defense to midfield attack is a massive issue. Wan-Bissaka, then we're playing to Nzabi James. It's very weak. Sancho would have been useful if we got him. Well, Sancho, I think he's only scored one goal this season, you know. So don't know about that Sancho talk. It's kind of died down right now. But I think we need a player like that.
Yeah, you put on a Sancho, you put on a good right back, and the whole dynamic of the team changes.
It's true.
It changes everything, you know. It's an issue, man. It's an issue.
But
that's
yeah,
why
guys, we've been rambling a lot, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, go on quickly.
Have we? Now, one thing I say as well, yeah, is like we have to just look at the core of our team, innit? Like the core of our team currently.
It's
even though I'm not
Bruno.
happy some of these
That's
players.
it.
The core of our team, these are the players who are definitely they're going to be in our start 11. Yeah, in the future. That's De Gea. That's Harry Maguire. Yeah. That's Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. That's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Yeah. And then Rashi.
That's true.
Those are the players that are definitely going to be in the Man United start 11 for the next 3 or 4 years, whether we like it or not.
And that makes me sick. That makes me sick.
That makes you very sad.
That makes me bloody sick. So Maguire's going to start every single game for Man United, the great Man United. Wan-Bissaka is going to start right.
You know what? What's more of a problem, Maguire or Wan-Bissaka? Because I know everyone gets into Maguire, but the Wan-Bissaka thing annoys me so much because he's so good defensively, but the attacking it just makes me sick.
For me, it's more of Maguire's more of an issue personally. The reason why I say that is because at least Wan-Bissaka, we can say he's absolutely very, very, very good when it comes to one-on-one situations. And if you have a right winger who's also very good, then it kind of balances out a bit. You know, then Wan-Bissaka not too much pressure on him going forward. Maguire for me is more of an issue because
What's up?
He is legitimately starting every single game, right? And he is so slow. Like even today with this thing, he just dropped on the floor. I was like, yeah, because you just
He was
don't
probably
have,
waved
you're not
from
agile.
yesterday. He was
You're just
probably
not
waved.
agile. Like, you're just not agile, man. Like, the guy's not bad, but what is he really good at apart from even the headers? He doesn't even header the ball. He just gets his head on it. Like he's not. I just don't rate him. I think Bailly is levels above them. Levels. I would rather get another centre back than to get another right back.
Man at Luna again says Oli has now no excuse to. Wait, can you not hear me?
I feel like someone's doing feedback. Talk again.
Yo,
Carry on.
yeah. Luna says Oli has no excuse now not to pay for Sancho. If Sancho played with Bruno and Rashi, trust me, Rashi will get abused on Twitter. Rashi's actually a good player if he has a helping hand. I don't know about that. No, he says would not. Okay, he made a typo.
Oh, we're not. Okay. I like Sancho, and I think we need a player like Sancho. But this is my only kind of positive negative with Sancho. He's only 20 years old, and I'm a bit tired of the 20-year-olds. I want someone who's a bit more established. That's the truth. I would feel like Sancho. Don't get pissed. I'm not trying to say I don't want Sancho. I would take Sancho, but another 20-year-old, and then no, I don't know.
Yeah, man, we need experience now, man.
I need
It's
experience,
time.
man.
Sure, man.
Yo, well, can you hear me?
I think Rick, did you take off your headphones? I think
Yeah, come out the stream, yeah, and then come back.
Yeah. So that's why, man. I'm done with the youngers, man. The youngers, they're quality players. Sancho's a quality player, but you see, even what he's doing this season, what Sancho's doing this season for Borussia Dortmund, that's a typical 20-year-old style. That's a typical 20-year-old, not only having a great season and the next season only scoring one goal.
From Jets, I'm tired of like getting these young players, man. That's like if you're young and you're quality, it depends that you can still be young and still be world class like Mbappe. That's what I'm saying. Sancho, Martial, Rashford, they're not at that level yet. Like it's just that's the truth. Like so
then who's out there? Because now January is a few days away. Who realistically can we get?
Do your job.
No, but he's young as well. Like he's on and off. I'm talking about established, experienced players. Like
I want someone between the ages of 25 and 28. That's the kind of player.
It's hard, man. The market is hard to find those players right now. They're all starting in their teams.
Perisic? I would take a Perisic. Bloodfire. I would take a Perisic for us. Fam, I'm done with these youngers.
Who?
Douglas, I don't know about Douglas, man. Them man are spitting in man's faces and that. I don't know.
That, man. Yeah,
I don't think it fits my philosophy.
Shout out Clam. He's saying, considering our right side problem, what players can we get? See, that's what I was just saying. Sees, there's no one better at Sancho at the moment. Obviously, we got a young guy coming in. Amad Traore, if I'm saying that correctly. Let's see if he's 18, 19, like the pressure again. Is he getting flown straight in the team or?
The thing is, I think Greenwood is actually even good enough on that side. But he's not. He's a striker, like you said. Yeah. Like I don't know.
Overlap. He needs an overlap, fam. He needs someone to
provide the width.
Yeah, because he lost the cutting and back. It's true, man.
I think like if he was at Liverpool, and he came on for Salah.
Yeah, he will cutting in and slapping in goals.
That's the issue with Man United. That's what's about when you realize it's a team game. You realize every little dot matters. The fact that Fred and Scott McTominay have to start every game is because Maguire can't defend one-on-one situations. You get what I'm saying? That's the issue. You've got too many issues that are connected.
You see, Man City, they have the same problem with the overlapping thing. They don't want Kyle Walker going because he's the best recovery runner in terms of recovery pace. So they keep him back. And De Bruyne does that overlap.
Yeah, he always drifts to the right all the time. That's tactics.
So it could be solved a different way. It doesn't have to be Wan-Bissaka's job. It's just down to the manager to find a solution. You know what I mean?
But can he find that solution?
This is the problem, bro.
Yeah, but when you got better players like Mahrez, you know,
because of our quality of manager, I don't think he can coach that type of solution where De Bruyne is going to be doing an overlap or Henderson's going to be doing an overlap. So that's why I just buy a player that does it.
Yeah.
That's why I said Traore. I'm just thinking about Ollie's our manager, fam.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Traore.
we could ruin Sancho, bro.
Bro, it'll be as much as I like him. The
Sancho will
price
flop.
tag.
I think
Yeah, I
Sancho
can
will
see
flop.
it. I
can't
can
lie.
see it, fam.
He will go 1-2 games without doing nothing, and then fans are gonna get on him. Then he's
You know
gonna be
what?
like,
million?
20
You know
years
what?
old. He's gonna feel like a weakling.
You know
Then
what?
be like, oh, he only had one good season or something. Like, I know how this thing goes,
We
man.
need a
100
right.
million for Sancho.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
We
He
need a.
played with Hakimi, right? Was it Hakimi at Dortmund? I was doing
Nah,
the
don't-
run, the overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got that here. So he plays in the half space. So
We,
how's it gonna work?
we
Yeah,
need a
just to
right.
come.
Yeah, we need a right winger that's gonna score goals like Rashford and like I back Rashford and Cavani and Martial to score goals. They do score goals, but we also need another right winger that's also
You
gonna
need
score
a
goals.
player that fits the system. That's it.
And yeah, and the
Whatever
system as
system
well.
you want to play,
saying.
you need
That's
that player.
gonna provide this obviously to provide the system as well. But
Yeah.
I
boy,
don't think with the players what we've got right now, we can't have I don't think we can have a player that scores goals and cures our width problem.
Yeah, for the right side.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
unless Bruno does the overlap. That's the only
see what
other
you're
way
saying. I
I
see
can
what
see
you're
it
saying.
working.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying because it's rare to find a team where all three forwards are banging.
Exactly.
It's rare. It's usually like two, and there's those one that's a bit.
Yeah, like Firmino, fam.
yeah. It's true.
Man, like
it's true,
Asir
it's true.
says, to be honest, it's hard to buy an attacker at the moment in world football. I actually don't want another defender in midfield. What if need defenders and midfields can not settle to like Maguire? Yeah, I think midfield is sorted. Defense is a bit of a sticky one. But as regards to midfield, I think we don't really need. Well, obviously a DM, but that's the only one for the attack. I think the right side is very key. I'll take Traore, man. He scares people, fam, and he will open up space for the likes of Bruno.
Trust me, you pick up 3 men, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'll take him. I've always said it. Every time I see him with the ball, I'm thinking, fam, no one can tackle this guy. No, he just one little shimmy, he's gone, fam.
I'll take him, but would you take him to start?
Yes, right now in this team, yes. Yes, fam.
I think you're stuck in on the right, bro.
There's no point. No. Listen, you're saying you need a right winger. Wait. You're saying we need a right winger.
That is it, Jax. That is it. That is why we want B level.
Let me talk. Like I said, we need a right winger. You say we need a right winger to score goals. That means he's going to need to come inside most times. And with him coming inside with Wan-Bissaka, right, it just doesn't work. So we need.
I see what you're saying, Jerry.
We need the width to stretch that place.
Amen.
When they go to Traore, that space where the gap is, where Bruno can come in, where
Oh, Jack.
No, listen, Jesse. Let me. I see what they're saying. They're saying for this team right now.
Yeah, if we sack Oli, then cool.
We need someone on the right who provides the width. And when we look around, we can't find anyone that provides the width. Like if we do bring in another winger that scores goals, it's going to be another Greenwood. Exactly. You know what I mean? We've already actually got it.
You might as well keep Greenwood.
We've actually already got Greenwood. I think it's actually good enough. Right? We need a better James, which is Traore.
That's it, and that's what Rick said. That's exactly what he said.
I get it, but it doesn't excite me.
But if we're going to sign Traore, that means we need to get rid of James. I'm sorry. So why is James still here?
He could be the backup.
Exactly. The man like Lingard and Pereira and that, they need to go and James can
So Lingard is Lingard. I think Lingard was actually a decent player. Like
if he started, I think he's better than James.
I think he is.
But guys, bruv, we've gone over an hour. Obviously, United, it gets heated like this. We're passionate about our club. But yeah, let's go back to the game. Gonna wrap it up for man of the matches. For me, as much as I don't like him losing the ball and all that risky pass, it has to be Bruno once again, man. He's taken this league by storm, man. Like, it's actually mad. So Bruno for me, I don't know what you lot are saying. Man of the matches.
Who's next, Jerry?
You go for it.
Oh, Bruno, man. Guy is amazing, fam. 1 minute he's a number 10. 1 minute he's playing DM. 1 minute he's our striker number 9. Complete midfielder. I've never seen a midfielder who can score,
assist,
and create an assist and do everything before. I've seen Yaya Toure, I've seen Lampard, Gerrard, Paul scored, etc. But this guy has just everything. Everything. He's like a modern. He's just an exemption of a modern day footballer. Like that's what a modern day footballer should be doing. A number 10. No more Ozil, that pirouette and
No, it's different.
passing
It's different
and
now.
no pressing or no aggression or anything like that. No,
It's different
now
now. Yeah.
Bruno is
What we
what
want.
seen, the world standard, the standard
Yes,
the rubber
of what we
stamp
want there.
of
Yeah,
what a number 10 is in world football.
100%.
Man of the
100%
match.
agree, man.
I thought that's interesting.
Jesse, what's your man of the match?
In terms of the game, it has to be Bruno because he got the assist and the goal. And as Rick said, it's true. Like we need in a midfielder like Bruno for time. Like we ran. Who was the last person that scored that much goals for us in the midfield? I can't remember. Probably Scholes back when I was even born. Probably like. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Bruno, man. That last touch for Rashford to score was very key as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
Bruno.
Jets.
I think we all know it's Bruno, but just a couple honourable mentions. I think Fred had a good game.
Yeah, Fred had a very good game.
Very good game.
And I really enjoy. I enjoy watching Bailly.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I
I
really
hope he
like
stays fit. I really hope,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's as I say,
He can
he's
change. He
our
can
best
change
centre-back.
our season. To be honest,
He's our best centre back by a distance. Like he's not even close to Maguire. He's way better. So yeah, I mean, but Bruno, as he said, and I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of the old school football 4-4-2 midfielders. You know what I mean? You should be able to do everything. I hate the fact that you're just a number 10, so you do a few fancy stuff. Or I'm just a DM, so all I do is I clean up. I just win the ball. That's dead. That's rubbish. You're not a top footballer.
You know what? Bailly will be. I feel like with this team, Bailly and someone like more of an experienced centre back that is also
sick.
good as well will be much better than this
Like
Maguire guy.
Thiago Silva time, man.
For example, yeah, for something like that, it will make Bailly better as well. So
you
because I know
stick
Bailly
against that, he becomes the best centre back player in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with Bailly, obviously, yeah, he's very good, but sometimes he could do something like a little mistake. So there's a captain that could tell him, listen, yeah, you got all of that, just cut that
you know what?
little bits out.
Yeah, he to me he looked so calm today. Like
Yeah.
Bailly, he looked like he had a level
calm,
head.
bro.
No, but
No,
normally he does some weird stuff.
No. It's when he finds himself in a 50-50 situation.
Yeah.
That's when he didn't get too much of that today.
Today he came out through our second goal. It was his pass to Bruno.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like when he does that. I love when he brings the ball forward because that's as a centre back, no one knows what to do with you. It's like, do we let him have the ball, or do you? Because it's like you're literally walking into an open space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He's better than Maguire on the ball.
No.
He's better than. He's the first
centre
centre back player on the ball.
Yeah, Leicester thought, who should we let come out with the ball? Yeah, Bailly, he's dead. Let him have the ball.
That's what they thought. Yeah,
that's what they thought, and he punished them today. So I rate that.
Yeah, they thought Maguire, who takes 50 touches before he spreads it to the left wing, is going to be the one who's good on the ball.
Oh,
Maguire,
do you know how many times he's done that and it went out for a throw?
He's not. He looks good on the ball because he takes so many touches. He's not good on the ball. Bruno has worked so hard that even Pogba fan base can't talk bad about him. But my worry is how long before he's had enough.
That's my worry as well.
He ain't had enough. He ain't gonna have enough. No, he's captain. I don't care what anyone says. He's captain. he's staying.
Yeah, but when he turns around and said, "I've done all I can, and you lot are just not with me. I've had enough. I'm leaving."
You're not. No one's bigger than the club.
It's true. No
one's bigger. Au revoir.
I think we need to match his ambitions very quickly because this is one of the players we've signed that this is a special player. Like we need to win trophies, as he said in his pre-match interview. He came in to win trophies, and this season I know top 4 is priority, but we need to win a trophy, man. That's
obviously that as well. But don't just take the fact that he has cost us some goals as well. So
he has, but then he saved us many a time.
So obviously, the matches.
Like I said to Jerry, like I said to Jerry, even if he loses the ball 20 times in a game, at this moment, you can't say nothing bad about him.
100%.
Just honesty, like yo, he does his thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I would say, I agree. I think we need to match his ambition. But for me, as Ole's coming and as we're still in we're in transition period, as we're trying to progress to the next level, he is the blueprint of what I want Man United to be. Do you know what I mean? In terms of I say quality and passion, not just quality with no passion, passion with no quality. We need players like him who are quality and have the passion to move forward.
Yeah, man. I say give him the armband. But yeah, let me wrap it up with the last few comments. We got Alfred again. Bailly was good today. The best defender of today.
Yep.
Drew says Bruno saving Ollie's job. Well, he's done it many a times. And last one by Harry. Bailly is good, but he always gets injured. Hopefully, this season he stays injury free because we're going to need him. But yes, guys, we've come to the end of the stream. It's been a long one. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all your comments, interacting with us and that. Boxing Day, we've drawn 2-2. Not a bad result. Obviously, it feels like 2 points dropped, but we move. I think we got a game on. It's very soon. Like this game's.
I think it's
we got
Tuesday.
next?
Wolves.
Tuesday.
Might be.
Tough game.
Yeah, Tuesday. Wolves 8:00. Man United at home to Wolves. Another tough game. Yeah, man. We just a draw's not bad. Obviously, Chelsea could overtake us with a win today, but we still have a game in hand. We're still in the race. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We got one more comment just to finish off. I get tired when I see Bruno running. He does everything. I'm really worried for him as we gas up before Feb.
Do you know what? That's funny. I feel the same way. Every time I'm like, this guy's still running, bruv. Like, you're not tired, bro.
With the yellow card, you're still tackling.
Bruv. That's the blueprint I'm looking for. That's the blueprint. That's the beast mode I'm looking for. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? He gets it. You know what? Probably when you play, probably Ronaldo's helped him as well in Portugal. Because when you play with him,
it's a Portuguese thing.
It's a Portuguese thing. Like when you play with Ronaldo as well, yeah, you wouldn't expect to be like him. You get if you trying to get what I'm saying, like
inspiring, yeah,
like inspiring. Like they both. You have to work your socks off because you're playing at Manchester United. This is a dream team as well. So he's thinking, I want to do all I can. Right now, if he leaves, no one can chat shit about him.
No, of course not.
He's done more than Pogba in 4 years.
Listen, let's not compare our players. They all play for the same team. Let's encourage our players. But it's forever Oli out. Thank you guys for watching.
Oli is at the wheel, fam. Look where we are.
But yes, guys, thank you for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. We're reaching the 100K mark. 100K, you know, 100 mark. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're putting the atmosphere, man. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll be back for the Wolves preview in a couple of days' time. And obviously, we'll be back live after the match. Thank you for watching. And yes, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
God bless, guys. See you later.
God bless. Love.
Great stream, guys. Great stream.
Yo, I copped FIFA, fam.
So that go?